Adoro quando si accende una sigaretta. Oddio, che succede?
Hey, I have enough cancer as is.
Sorry about that, buddy.
È arrivato il momento di entrare nella clinica. Vedo un'infermiera seduta con delle cuffie. Vabbè, parliamo con lei, vediamo cosa ha da dirci.
Excuse me, nurse? Hey,
Ehi.
nurse!
L'avevo detto che secondo me stavo ascoltando qualcosa.
Yeah?
Molto simpatica sta tipa.
Somebody around here hates their job.
No shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of her somehow.
Dobbiamo secondo me dare un'occhiata al computer. Vediamo se il nostro fidato Bam può aiutarci.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
Oddio, una live
So,
performance.
How good an actor are you?
The best. The very best.
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I know it. She always gave me these strange looks. I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Quella delle sorprese che mi ha
How
veramente
about the usual
scioccata.
surprises?
Business as usual.
No, ti prego, fatemi vedere la scena.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's that smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Dunque,
That wasn't really an electrifying performance. I'll have to intervene somehow. Hey, how about another show?
Sure.
forse
Any
ho capito.
suggestions?
Lei cosa intendeva con, diciamo, l'effetto elettrizzante. Vediamo se funziona quello a cui sto
Business as
pensando.
usual. Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing.
No!
Nurse, he's seizing!
Oh shit!
Man, I feel like a total jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Ok. Usiamo il computer velocissimamente. No, di nuovo lo username. Dove potremmo prendere lo username e la password? Aspettate, ma noi forse abbiamo ancora il famoso floppy. Sì! Giuro che non ci avevo minimamente pensato alla possibilità di poter estrarre di nuovo l'admin e la password. C. Mendez Otorgator. Ok. C. Mendez. E la password Otorgator. Eccoci. Eccolo. Non è ancora morto, quindi è vivo. Ha avuto anche un'operazione al cuore. stanza 6B. Ok, perfetto, abbiamo tutte le informazioni che ci servono. Andiamo subito al piano di sopra e raggiungiamo la camera 6B.
It's all right, Claude.
Understood, sir.
So, you managed to find me.
I did.
Well, let's get this over with then. How do you want your pictures? Shall I get some tubes to fill my face with? Will that suffice for your front page?
I'm no journalist. Well, not yet anyway.
Ah, she's but a cub. So, you're hoping for your big break. Surely this must be worth an internship at one of the big papers. Do you want me to call Thompson at the Times and get it over with? I still play golf with him every once in a while.
Ok, mi sa che non ha minimamente idea di chi sia Katie.
That's not what this is about. It's personal.
Sounds serious. Perhaps I should ask Claude to produce his gun.
You know, Charles, the person most likely to be harmed by a gun tends to be its owner.
Very true. That's something that Japs who captured me learned the hard way.
Did my grandfather bail you out then too, or was that one of the few times where he didn't save your sorry ass?
Hold on there. Explain yourself.
You're willing to listen to something other than your own voice? I'm stunned. I'm Kathy Rain. Joseph was my grandfather.
Now I remember. You were at the funeral.
I was.
You were late.
I needed my morning smoke. Besides, it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's Joseph's blood running through her veins.
She certainly has a smart mouth, sir.
I must say, you have me intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man help you with?
Partiamo proprio diretti
Do you know anything
sull'incidente.
about what happened to my grandfather in '81?
I wish I did, Kathy. You must know I did everything in my power to help. How do you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs, neurologists, say what you will about Joseph. But he was never rich.
Strange. Grandma never mentioned that to me.
She's just too proud. At first she refused. She was convinced that I had an agenda, that there were strings attached.
And were there?
Don't be silly. Despite all that had happened, I still loved Joseph dearly. I wanted to help. People from places like this have a deeply rooted mistrust in the rich, passed on for generations. In her eyes, I had become one of them.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know? I left the diagnosis to the professionals. Mrs. Rain accepted the health care, but asked me to stay out of everything else. So I did.
I see. What can you tell me about your friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had. We grew up together, married our high school sweethearts together, went to war together. I can't even begin to count the number of times he's saved my life. I repaid the favor once or twice, but he came up ahead, no doubt.
So when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him. What was it?
The truth is, Brian Rain happened. Sharon Evans happened.
My parents?
Yes, they ruined everything with their vile, destructive behavior. I couldn't have that around my daughter or my newborn grandson. Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped, that anyone could be reasoned with, given a chance. He was just too good, bless him. He should have been harder on Brian, more strict.
It's hardly Grandpa's fault. He did everything he could to set my father straight.
Oh, never claim to doubt Joseph's commitment, but I'm not going to ignore his flaws either. Your grandfather often used his heart when he should have used his head.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
I believe it is, objectively. But I shouldn't speak ill of the dead. Eventually, my company grew much too large for this little town, and we moved on. Not long after that, your grandfather ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
Ok. Chiediamo dei dipinti di Lily
You bought a number of
Myers.
paintings by Lily Myers. Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings. I believe she first saw them at the high school which the Myers girl attended. Anyway, after the poor girl killed herself, I bought the paintings speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of certain connoisseurs. Shortly after procuring the art, I had it valued by an expert who determined that the value was 3 times the amount I bought it for. Today, I'm sure I would have made my money back tenfold or more if it wasn't for the art theft.
What art theft?
There was a burglary at the mansion I used to own here in town. It was all over the local news at the time.
Well, shit.
Eloquently put.
Ok, quindi i dipinti di Lily Myers sono stati acquistati da Charles Wade, ma successivamente rubati. Chiediamo del famosissimo Cocky.
Do you recognize the call sign Cocky?
Would be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who coined it. It belongs to a fellow named Jimmy Cochran. He was a coward, really. The nickname is somewhat of a bad joke.
Perfect. Thanks. Can you tell me about the art theft?
Well, somebody broke in, stole the paintings, and got out. Fairly clumsy job. Lots of broken windows. The strangest thing was that I had a Monet, a Rembrandt, and 2 paintings by Picasso, untouched. But every single painting by an unknown local artist, gone.
That can't be a coincidence.
Agreed. Somebody wanted those paintings badly.
I assume there was an investigation.
Yes, Sheriff Truman came by with his deputy a few hours later, but they didn't have much luck. They found a few hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Some stunning police work right there.
Indeed. There was a single witness, though, who said he could make out multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime, but nothing more than that.
So, I take it the case was closed?
Yes. I honestly didn't care much one way or the other, given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff about the matter, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. I'll call ahead and instruct him to give you everything you need.
That'd be great. Thanks, Charles.
Anytime. But I'm curious. What's your interest in the paintings?
I've learned that my grandfather went to Sue and asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Is that so? Strange.
Quindi presumo che dovremo anche tornare alla stazione di polizia, ma prima finiamo di chiedere tutti gli altri
Tell me about
argomenti.
Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
In a literal sense. He's been held in a mental institution for years.
Let me guess. Since 81?
Either 82 or 83. I'm fairly certain it was early 83.
Do you remember the name of the institution?
Something starting with an E. Emerson, Everton, or similar.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
Yes, that's the one. You know the place, Kathy.
Io direi di dirgli la verità, tanto non abbiamo nulla da perdere con lui.
I do. My mother is in there. Sharon Evans? I had her committed about a year ago.
I see. It must have taken a lot of courage to do that, Kathy. Mothers have a lot of power over us. More than most of us care to admit.
I guess so. Do you know why Jimmy ended up in there?
some obsessive-compulsive syndrome. He became fixated with circles and started hurting himself, trying to scratch the circles out of his head.
Creepy. I wonder what set him off. I think I'll check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now.
Ok, quindi dovremmo anche andare alla clinica psichiatrica. Tanti posti in cui andare, ok? E solo ultime 2 domande da fargli.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele. Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
Thanks, Charles. That's all I need for now.
You're welcome, Kathy. Come back anytime.
E così finisce la nostra chiacchierata con Charles Wade. Intanto il nostro amico credo che sia in una camera di ospedale, poverino. Ok, allora dopo questa chiacchierata con il signor Wade direi di terminare qui questo episodio di Kathy Rain. Ci resta ancora da visitare la riserva naturale e la chiesa e anche andare alla stazione di polizia per avere delle informazioni in più, visto che abbiamo anche l'autorizzazione proprio di Charles Wade. Ok, allora io termino qui questo episodio di Kathy Rain, spero che vi sia piaciuto, non dimenticate di lasciarmi un pollice in su per farmelo sapere e iscrivetevi al canale per non perdere i prossimi video. Ok, allora quindi questo è tutto da Creamy Bunny, noi ci vediamo nel prossimo video, un bacione!